Welcome to Germany and to the city of Dusseldorf. For the past 5 years it's been here that the first Grand Prix of the International Judo Federation's World Tour has been staged. This year, however, the city has the special honour of hosting the first event of any kind in the 2015 season due to the rescheduling of the Paris Grand Slam. Once again, the Mitsubishi Electric Hall was crammed with German judo fans who had swarmed to Dusseldorf for a taste of the judo action. Last year was a fantastic year for the sport of judo, which saw the addition of 4 new Grand Prix locations, helping to bring the sport to more and more people across the globe. The flagship World Championships in Chelyabinsk was a fitting spectacle for such a prosperous year. 2015 has a lot to live up to. And the entry in Dusseldorf did not disappoint, with competitors coming from far and wide in search of ranking points towards qualification for the Olympic Games. At the draw there was a real buzz around the start of the season as the race to be ready for Rio heats up. Stoking the fires was a star-studded draw, with some of the planet's best judoka throwing their names into the mix. And in particular, all eyes were on the 73 kilogram category for the return of one of the sport's most dynamic throwers, Shohei Ono of Japan. We start at under 57 kilograms, where former world champion Silva was in action. The Brazilian youngster produced the best performance of her life on home soil to win World Championship gold in 2013, and she'll be hoping for home advantage to be golden once again at the Olympic Games next year. Silva has a good track record at this event, having taken gold here back in 2011, and this year she once again found herself in the final. Dusseldorf of Mongolia, the world number 8, will be her opponent. So Dusseldorf in white, Silva in blue. Silva, can she get back to the kind of form that won her the world title? Of course, the Olympic Games will be on home soil. That'll be a great advantage to her. Big left hand over the top and looking for the Ouchigari. That's going to be a score. Wazari scored. Opening second and Silva is a Wazari up. Beautiful Ouchigari. Changed direction. Gets the drive. Pushes off the back leg. And well controlled on the upper part of the body too. Look at the change in direction there. Dusseldorf couldn't do anything about it. So Wazari, she rolled onto the points of her shoulder. And now Silva well in charge. So now, Arai Makikomi! Is that a score? Not quite. Almost gets her onto her side. Look at the Brazilian support there. Now she has the sleeve. Look at that arm. Gonna come over the back. Oh, she's walked onto it. And Arai Makikomi in the end. Silva wins the gold medal. And that was a brilliant performance. Dusseldorf had to go for it. She pushed forwards. And as she pushed forwards, well, look, she ran onto the Arai Makikomi. And Silva looks up and says, what do you think about that? Beautiful ippon there. Arai Makikomi. And Dusseldorf of Mongolia couldn't stop it. She had the cross grip. She catches her as she comes forwards. And, well, she hits the kind of form that she wants to hit. And with the home crowd behind her next year, who knows? Could she become Olympic champion?
The final was against an athlete to whom I lost at the World Championships in Russia last year. I watched and studied her at a training camp in Brazil, so was able to come up with a good game plan. I think it's a dream for any athlete to participate in Olympic Games on home soil, especially in my home city, Rio de Janeiro. I'm going to train hard and give everything I have to succeed in getting a medal in my city.
Moving across to the men's under 60 kilogram category, there was another judo star in action in the shape of Japan's Takato. Having failed to retain his world title in Chelyabinsk, he was back in action here looking to prove a point. And he started well, boasting his usual fluid judo to sail through his opening contest. next bout, the combat looked on track as he played a tactical game to take the lead against Kazakh Ibraev. But in the dying seconds, he came unstuck. A huge hip throw proving his undoing and showing that you can never relax in the sport of judo. Takato was out, the youngster's mortality now clear for all to see. It would be his teammate Shichinohe to come through and take gold after a tactical final with Korea's Kim. Ibraev took another major scalp when he took out the world number 2 Tchikirishvili to win a bronze. Ibraev, very much the giant killer in Dusseldorf. And with the World Championships this year being held in Kazakhstan, Ibraev could well be a dark horse on home soil. At under 66 kilograms, Japan were on the mark again, this time through their up-and-comer, Takato. The youngster has a big job to escape the shadow of triple world champion Ebenuma when it comes to Olympic selection. But in Dusseldorf he was nevertheless impressive, throwing with some beautiful techniques before using a hold down to reach the final. There he would take on Mongolia's world number 4 Davidorj and win by a single penalty. It was a gold medal that would move Takato up to world number 8. In the lightest female category of under 48 kilograms, it was Belgium's Van Snick who took top spot. After blasting her way into the final, she saw off Mongolia's former world champion Monkbat on penalties to earn a valuable ranking boost. Up one weight at under 52 kilograms, it was Chinese colours flying highest after Ma upset the odds to beat former world champion Nakamura in the tight final. A great result for Ma. The clear favourite at under 81 kilograms was Georgia's reigning world champion and world number 1 Tchikirishvili. After making the final with ease, Tchikirishvili found himself on the wrong end of a real underdog story. And to the shock of the world, Belgium's Bottio played the perfect tactical match to earn the lead on penalties before holding out to seal a fantastic win. Tchikirishvili learned the hard way that anyone can lose in judo. Great stuff from Bottio as he took a first Grand Prix gold. But the buzz inside the arena was all about the bronze medal matchup, which saw fan favourite Maresh square off against world number 2 Valois Fortier of Canada. Wow, Maresh tying up the sleeve. Valois Fortier can't afford to have the sleeves tied up. Oh, look at that! Shinagi! Oh, and he went off the sleeve, Maresh. Right away between the legs. Valois Fortier tried to ride it, and that was the wrong thing to do, because Maresh drove off the back leg, and, well, Sodisora Komigoshi it was in the end. Right away between the legs, and he drove it over for a massive ippon to win the bronze medal. That was a brilliant performance from Maresh against the Olympic bronze medalist.
Bronze medalist included for Germany. Also
at under 90 kilograms, Georgia's world number 1 Liparteliani was hoping to avoid the fate of his teammate Tchikirishvili. He is a fantastic athlete, but one who is yet to win the big one. Could 2015 be Liparteliani's year? In his elimination contest, he started with his typically powerful hip throw. It's this type of unorthodox yet effective technique that is the Georgian's trademark. But he ultimately secured the win on the ground courtesy of a hold down. This would be the pattern of the day as Liparteliani showed that practice pays off. Georgian judoka are usually noted for a disinterest in newaza, but Liparteliani was showing the world just how versatile he can be as he scored 3 ippons on the ground on his way to the final. He was looking good for a 3rd Dusseldorf gold. opponent in the final would be an unknown Russian who had looked unstoppable throughout the day. Tchikirishvili won every single one of his elimination bouts by ippon, sporting some huge throws as well as clinical newaza skills. He looked to be the real deal, a new weapon for the relentless machine that is Russian judo. One big technique followed another before he decimated Japan's Nishiyama in the semi-final to book his showdown with Liparteliani. How would Liparteliani handle him in the final? So Liparteliani, almost 1 minute gone here, and he's up. 2 penalties against Tchikirishvili. And he's the one that's going to have to do something. Harai Makakomi there from him. Liparteliani now on top. Liparteliani, one of the few Georgians that likes newaza. Now he's going to go for the turnover. He's got the arm tied up. And can he turn it into the Yushiro? Gesagatami. Tchikirishvili is in trouble here. Liparteliani gets the legs out. Crosses over to the other side. Needs to readjust the balance again and push Tchikirishvili onto his back. The hold down is on. It's all continuous newaza. The referee allows it to carry on. And this is a good bit of newaza here from Liparteliani. He really is showing his versatility. He's a big thrower, but he's also got good newaza as well. Tchikirishvili looks up at the ceiling. It's all over. And Liparteliani holds him for ippon. He has shown that he's got good newaza as well as his throwing skills. Can he win his first world title this year? Mr. Marius Riza, the president of the International Judo Federation, presents him with his gold medal.
I'm very happy about this win because this is important tournament for me because I start new year and I want to thank you very much all Germany people because they love judo and this is important for judo peoples. I do 4 ippon in newaza because I have a little injury and I don't do many scores in tachiwaza because I take with my coach this plan. I want to work, I need many work in newaza. And I think this is lucky and this is good for me.
In the women's under 63 kilos category, the final was contested between Schlesinger of Great Britain and Mongolia's Sadef Suren. It would be Schlesinger who would take gold, courtesy of a fantastic ouchigari on the edge of the contest area that stunned Sadef Suren and scored it off for Britain. Up one weight, Japan's women scored their first goal thanks to Arai. She had the tough task of taking on home favourite Dietrich in the final, but managed to beat the pressure and secure the win thanks to an opportune foot sweep which scored a yuko. It would be enough to see Arai top of the podium. At under 78 kilograms, it was game time for reigning Olympic champion Harrisson. She dug deep to win her final against Slovenia's Velensek, courtesy of a yuko despite lackluster form on the day. But a gold is a gold, and Harrisson is one step closer to defending her title next summer. In the heaviest female weight of over 78 kilograms, Yamabi was looking to take a second gold for Japan's women when she took on Tunisia's Shichinohe in the final. Yamabi has a grip, so does Shichinohe. Now then, oh, look at that! Wow, beautiful ashiwaza there from Yamabi. Well, it started, didn't it, with diashi, and then went akuriashi, took both the feet away, and that was a beautiful bit of ashiwaza. And it was a hizaguruma there from Shichinohe, and what a counter-attack there from Yamabi. Beautiful counter-attack, diashi, akuriashi, Harai, and it was ippon. And great opportune judo from Yamabe. Not to be outdone in the heaviest male category of over 100 kilograms was the Japanese duo of world silver medalist Shichinohe and Asian Games champion Liparteliani. Both of whom destroyed the field in Dusseldorf to set up a domestic showdown in the final. Mitsubishi Electric Hall was expecting a classic. However, the event itself was a disappointment. Shichinohe dominated the grips and took a commanding lead on penalties. He then survived a last-minute scare to come through the match victorious. A gold for Shichinohe, and one which cemented him as Japan's top dog in the category. Down one weight at under 100 kilograms, Japan's man of the moment was Haga. His main weapon was a precisely executed uchimata, the Japanese speciality throw which he used with maximum efficiency. Despite a brief stint from 2010 world champion Arai, Japan have been bereft of a world beater in the category since the glory days of the now head coach Jose Inui, a man who was renowned for his uchimata. Haga was here under Inui's guidance, looking to fill some big shoes. And his uchimata, like Inui's, was proving formidable. However, in his semi-final, Haga showed that he wasn't a one-trick pony, as he pinned the gold medalist from Tokyo, Sho, to progress to the final. Having shown shades of brilliance in the past, Haga now looked to be a finished product. In the final, he took on Egypt's Darwish, and there were once again shades of Inui as he feinted for his uchimata before attacking backwards with ouchigari. Then it was time for groundwork, and Haga went straight to task, turning Darwish over onto his back and then using his belt to tie his arm into his own body before sitting up to secure a pin. "20 seconds later, Haga had his first World Tour gold, and congratulations for a job well done from head coach Inui. Haga, all smiles. In our final category of under 73 kilograms, Japan had their most sensational thrower in action. Ono was here in Dusseldorf looking to make a comeback to winning ways. In 2013, he became world champion in the most emphatic fashion. In his final against Olympic bronze medalist Legrand of France, he executed one of the most technically difficult techniques with Kata-like precision. The images of Ono throwing Legrand are pure poetry in motion. This throw performed in a world final earned Ono the awe of judo fans, many of whom thought they were witnessing the birth of a phenomenon. But judo is a fickle sport. Fast forward 1 year, and Ono was hot favourite to defend his title. But against Korea's Lee, he was caught for ippon. He was out. With the under 73 kilogram category so hotly contested in Japan, Ono needed a good performance here to put himself back in the race for Olympic selection. His opening contest saw him throw his opponent twice before finally finishing him off on the ground with a strangulation technique. Next he hit a big Osotogari, which landed him on top in a hold down. Ono was taking things in his stride. Up against one of the category's big guns, Mongolia's Sanjago, Ono was unfazed. Once again, the Osoto hold-down combo proved decisive. type of throw from Ono's playbook scored him a yuko against Shane of France. He then went back to the well for his osotogari, which this time ended things outright. His final victim was Korea's junior world champion Anne, for whom Ouchigari was Ono's selected technique. Ono was through to the final and looked unstoppable.
Oh, Matt, what the winner for Japan is ONO Shohei.
In his crosshairs would be Georgia's world number 12 Tchikirishvili, an awkward fighter who'd seen off Brazil's Continental in the semi-finals. But would the Georgian have any answer for the phenomenal Ono? Well, this man really coming back to form here in Dusseldorf. Tchikirishvili got his work cut out here, but he's on great form as well. But Ono can throw from so many different angles. So what a great final this is going to be. Arm around the back straight away there from Tchikirishvili. But he's got to be a little bit careful with this man, and that's why. Uchimata straight away from Ono. I was going to say, the arm going over the top. He's going to leave himself open, and he did. So Ono, a wazari up. Hopped the Uchimata in, didn't quite have the line and the lift. So again looking for it, left against right, and now Tchikirishvili tries the Uchimata. So they're both going for it. That normally leaves one of the other open. Oh no. Looking for the line for the Uchimata. Arai this time. And I was just about to say, he might have to go to the other side, to the other flank. Oh no. A massive throw with the Uchimata. They all know it now. Oh, look at that! He's taking it backwards. And it was the other flank that he took him to. Tchikirishvili, well, he wasn't quite off balance when he did that Kosoto. And then he gets countered with Kosoto. Flat on his back. That was brilliant stuff there from Ono. And it was Tchikirishvili that starts off the movement. Tries to get the hugging Kosoto going, but, well, he moves out of the way and he takes him back with the same technique, Ono. And that was a massive ippon. And he is really back to form. And can he regain his world title later this year? He went off the boil a little bit, but now he's back with a bang.
It's been a while since I've been on top of the podium, so I'm really happy with the result. I could feel my opponent well in the final, and I could read his movement and his mind, so I was able to respond to his technique and throw with a good counter attack. The race for Olympic qualification points has only just begun, so I need to brace myself, keep focusing on the next competition, and do my best.
So that's it from the first event of 2015 as the sun sets on yet another successful Dusseldorf Grand Prix. Silva started her campaign for Olympic gold in style. Maresh was the man of the hour for Germany, while Shimabu had a trick up her sleeve. Liparteliani was a cut above the rest. Ono was simply sensational. Join us next from Judo Crazy Georgia for the Tbilisi Grand Prix.